Brother Steve, it's Thursday night. Woo! It's going to be a great night. It's going to be a good, long night. Hey, Brother Steve here in Hollywood, California. So glad to see each and every one of you here with us on today. It's a great day. It's a great time. Glad to see everybody. Just so wonderful here on today. It's a good day. You know what? We have First Lady Pamela Hunt. She got a great new book. Where did my hair go? I asked that the other day to my barber. He said it went right there. It's right there. I cut it off. He cut my hair off at the barbershop, and we was grateful and we was happy. So we're like, okay, that's all good, and then some. So we're going to have a great time. We're going to listen and talk to the one and only Lady Pamela Hunt. Her husband is a great pastor in the Church of God in Christ, leader and friend. Brother Steve from Hollywood, California, we are live once again. Here we go.
From Hollywood.
Yo, DJ, are you done mixing yet?
Your DJ has only just begun.
Hello, I'm Bishop T.D. Jakes, and you're watching Brother Steve TV.
Hey, it's LaToya Luckett, and you're watching Brother Steve TV.
This is Rance Allen, and you're watching my friend, Brother Steve TV.
Hey, y'all, this is Leandra Johnson, and you're watching Brother Steve TV.
Hi, this is Rodney Darkchild Jerky. This is Chris Tucker. This is Kirk Franklin.
And you are watching Brother Steve.
You're watching Brother Steve.
Brother Steve TV.
Stay tuned.
From Hollywood, California, you're watching Brother Steve TV.
It's the Praise Jam party, yep, it's going up. Brother Steve, the Sunshine Band, that's what's up. Him and his crew, they really making stations nervous. Brother Steve deliver hits like the Postal Service. Must I remind you of his credentials? Brother Steve, go hard, he go large, he's monumental. That's it, it's over. A finality, call the Paul Bearers, the station's buried in Cali.
360, going hard for the Lord. It's the Praise Jam party. Brother Steve is in charge. For all the hot exclusives and the brand new styles, tune in every week. Adjust your radio dial to the most unpredictable show on the airwaves. From the land of the stars to the home of the Braves. We go hard for the Lord. Yeah. That's how we work the rest. We don't apologize for it. We go hard.
Well, we are back here. And you know what? I'm just going to bring up people. What? You mean we got comments already? People are commenting already. Glad to see First Lady Pamela Hunt. I know she's going to share this with her church family and church friends as well. And if they're out there watching, we want to hear from them as well. Lady Pamela, how you doing?
Hey, Steve, I'm great.
Good.
Oh,
it's
yes.
so good to see you. It's good to see you virtually again on today. How's everything been going for you in your world out there?
Everything's going great. Absolutely wonderful. God has been good to me. And it's
God
going
has
great.
been good to you. You cannot tell it all.
I cannot tell it all.
Cannot tell it all. What a joy and a blessing. You know, we are excited today because today's a great day. It's a big day. It's a great day today. We are excited, and we want to talk about this brand new book out right now. And oh my gosh! And before we talk about this book, we're going to play the commercial, and we're going to let your friends who are sharing right now jump on and enjoy and see you and connect with you. So let's take a look at this commercial together real quick. Check this out.
And the world is talking about. Unlike other publications, this one hits home. From author, speaker, first lady, and businesswoman Pamela Tevis Hunt, it's the new book, Where Did My Hair Go? Conquering Cancer with Family, Faith, and Food. It's the story about survival and the guide to victory. You'll learn what foods to consume and cook and what desserts you can eat that will impact your health. You'll learn how she totally converted to a plant-based diet to save her life. She'll help guide you through the surgery and recovery process and show you the steps on how to include and communicate to your family and close friends. You'll learn how to survive when all your hair falls out and how to get it back. You'll experience this life-changing process with your family and learn how to adjust as you go through the process so you can be here with your family and for your family for the rest of your life. Where Did My Hair Go? The new book by Pamela Tevis Hunt. Make this book a part of your library today. Available right now on BarnesandNoble.com, Amazon.com, and ZulonPress.com. Get your copy today.
Woo!
Right. It's today.
Yay! Let's talk about this new book, Where Did My Hair Go? First of all, congratulations, cancer survivor, doing well. Let's talk about this journey. What words would you say to somebody else who may be starting the journey or learning about the journey?
I would say, Brother Steve, to continue your belief that God is able to heal you. Don't give up. Keep trying, even though sometimes your family may not be there for you. But you have to understand and know that God is there for you. Of course, He's the main person in our lives in the first place. So be encouraged. Don't give up. I never thought that I would be diagnosed with cancer. I always thought, of course, it was one of the worst ailments there could ever be. My father passed away. He had stomach cancer, and I just knew that it was a horrible disease. But I would tell anybody today, please continue to pray, hold on, change your diet, which is what I did, and I made it through.
Now, unlike other books that we've seen out there, everybody's got a book on how to survive from cancer, but you really changed that diet. Let's talk about that real quick, how you really changed your diet.
I did. One of my doctors that I was working with sent me some tapes. Well, she sent me the links to go and watch these videos. And when I watched these videotapes, I saw how animals were treated very poorly. And I said, after that, I don't want to eat any more meat. But little did I know that I could survive and have enough protein in my system by eating only plants. No dairy, just plants. So plant.
You talking about like just collard greens every day or something like that?
No, I mixed it up, of course. No,
okay.
There's a lot of plant-based food. I even found some plant-based meat that I like. I tried some other plant-based meats, but I didn't like them. But this one in particular, the Impossible meat, was good. I could put that in with my beans. I could make other items with that particular brand of meat. And well, it's plants is what it is, but it tastes good. And I found that they told me to use like this natural cheese. There's some butter that's plant-based. There's more plant-based foods now in our supermarkets than we realize. And of course, there's fruits, all kinds of fruits. One thing I did learn is to use and create meals with plants that I had never eaten before. Artichokes, I hadn't really eaten that. So I cooked artichokes for the first time while I was learning to digest a plant-based diet.
So did your family members, did they start eating plant-based food too? Or all right.
Oh no, they wouldn't convert. And so that is a difficult thing, but you can make it through it. My family yet eats meat, in particular, my husband. So I have to cook plant-based for me. He eats some of it, of course, the vegetables.
Okay.
He'll eat that and the fruit. But I had to make him meat, and at the same time, I'm not eating it.
Wow.
But I managed to get through that.
You know, in this new book, let's talk about this book so people can hear and learn and understand, you know, this book and what it's really, really about. How you encourage other people with this book.
There's several things that are in the book that could be an encouragement to others who are either suffering from cancer, breast cancer, or any other kind of cancer. But the thing is that also people who may know somebody who's suffering from cancer.
Uh-huh.
And then it's women and men and children as well. You know, there's so much cancer in our land that the book can be an encouragement for anyone. So there's recipes in the book. I put plant-based recipes in there. I also, at the end of, I don't want to give everything away, but at the end of every chapter, there is some suggestions that I make. And I think it's important for us to know and be able to hear from people who have been through cancer and survived and know what they did besides pray. We always have to pray and consult the Lord, but there are things that he will even give us to do while we're going through that process to keep us happy. In that book, I have a picture of myself, and my hair is pretty much gone, slick down on my head.
How was that
But
for
I'm
you?
smiling.
Was that like a mental adjustment for you that you had to deal with? Like, I know a woman's hair is her glory, but how was that adjustment for you to, like, probably, you know, while you maybe washing your hair and you seeing it just coming out in the sink, and how did that mentally take toll on you?
Wow. Well, I knew ahead of time that it was possible that my hair would fall out. I just didn't know it would come out so rapidly. So after my second chemo treatment, my hair fell out. I had my niece over, and she is my hairdresser. I said, Joy, come over to the house. I want you to just comb my hair for me. And she came over because I wasn't going to the salon at the time, but she came over and she started brushing it, and it just all started coming out. So she felt bad for me. I said, Joy, it's not your fault. You didn't do anything. It's the chemo treatment. So it was the fact that it came out so quickly.
Yeah.
But what kept me sane, Brother Steve, as far as my hair was concerned, was the fact that I knew God was able to bring my hair back. I knew that he could. I knew he was able. And I actually had one of the pastors, an evangelist, tell me to go to the store, get 8 bottles of oil, get some oil, olive oil, and he was going to bless it. I thought he was going to bless this oil for all the people that were in the service.
Right.
He blessed the oil and then told me what to do with that oil. This oil is all for you. So the oil I had bought was for me. You know what? It kind of reminds me of the story of a person that built a house, and he put all kind of shabby stuff in the house. He bought the cheapest windows, the cheapest wood, everything was cheap. I went to that store, I bought the best oil I could find. And then ended up that oil was for me. Unlike the man that got the keys to the house was his, and the house didn't last very long.
Wow.
So I think sometimes when we are going through, we have to understand and realize that other people are yet suffering as well. I wasn't the only one going through anything. So at the same time I was going through, I was praying for other people.
What made you write a book?
Wrote this book. That's why I wrote the book.
What made you write it? So there are so many cancer survivors out there, but you decided to be different. You decided to write a book. And from what you're sharing with our listeners out there and viewers is that there are recipes inside the book. So even if you are not a cancer survivor, you can use this book for healthy eating.
Exactly, Steve. And I think that, we need to plan ahead. Don't wait till you get sick to start doing good things for yourself. A plant-based diet is good for all of us because it keeps that middle portion, your gut, it keeps it clean and healthy. So the plant-based is good. Yes.
Now, are you a vegetarian? Are you vegetarian or what?
I am not vegetarian. Okay. No, and there are differences between the vegetarian, the plant-based and all. No, I'm not. I'm not vegetarian, but I am plant-based. Matter of fact, my pressure, blood pressure, cholesterol, all of my numbers were good while on doing the plant-based. And also I lost weight. So after I was declared free of cancer, I started eating some meat again because I wanted to try and see, eat some meat and some mistake because I gained weight back.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then I started feeling sluggish while I was just doing just plant-based. I wasn't sluggish. Everything was moving through me.
Wow.
And I felt great. Along with exercise and, of course, drinking plenty of water. That's another thing we don't tend to do too much of is drink water. We need water in our system. Yes.
This is such a powerful word. First of all, tell us about who your husband is, the church, where you all are located so people can know, and what's next for you regarding books and teaching and speaking about your story.
Thank you. Well, my husband is a wonderful man, and he is in the book.
Great guy.
Oh, yeah. He's a wonderful preacher. He's Superintendent Jeffrey Charles Hunt Sr. He is proud pastor of God's Grace Church of God in Christ, located on Cucamonga, and there's only one church on that particular street off of Power Inn here in the city of Sacramento. We are a church that is invigorated by the word of God and the praise and the worship. And we're online. Before the pandemic, we weren't online. But when the pandemic started, Pastor put us online so more people around the world can actually be in our services.
Wow.
And what's next, you said, for me?
Yeah.
Writing more books. I have something that I'm a dreamer. And God gives me dreams, and he's given me this dream that I'm going to write about. I am a retired school counselor. And as we all know, there's a lot of trouble out there. There's trouble in our schools. We don't have enough teachers. People are walking away from their jobs. We don't have enough administrators. We don't have enough counselors and nurses. So hopefully in the fall, my plan is to go back and help more students graduate from high school. And the way I plan to do that is to really speak with them one-on-one, because a lot of students are in crisis. Yeah. They're in crisis because of what the situation is in their communities, in their homes, in the world. And we have a lot of mental anguish in our schools. And so I really want to go back, even though I'm retired, and I've enjoyed being off since November 2022. I've enjoyed being off work, but I'm needed. I know I'm needed back at the schoolhouse in our district here in Sacramento. So that's my plan, hopefully to go back as a counselor, retired counselor, and help our students.
So where can people get the book, and how can they email you or reach out to you to get more information?
All right. Well, let me give my email first. Before I give my email, I just want to say I have a lovely husband. I also have 3 wonderful young people, children.
Yes.
We have 2 daughters and 1 son. We have a son in love and a granddaughter. And I am extremely excited with them and for them. They are wonderful children. My son was living in LA at the time I was diagnosed with cancer. He moved back home to be with me to help me get well.
Wow.
So that's in the book as well. And I'm tearing up because when I think about it, I'm just overjoyed. My family are the ones who helped me get through it. And my whole community, actually, my neighbors here in Sacramento, my church family from all over. So I'm so appreciative. Now, what was your question again? I'm so sorry.
How can people get this book? I know it's available everywhere. Yes.
We want them to get the book. I want everybody in the world to have my book, as I think it would help any and everyone. But they can reach out, of course, on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and Zulon Press. That's Xulon, Zulon Press. And they can also email me, sure.
Right.
Email me at huntpamela@sbcglobal.net. I'll say it again, huntpamela@sbcglobal.net. I hope you got it. It's my name backwards.
Pamela at sbcglobal.net. Wonderful book. We're going to play this commercial one more time before we go. We're going to watch together. and we'll give our closing words and comments.
Thank you.
The community and the world is talking about. Unlike other publications, this one hits home. From author, speaker, First Lady, and businesswoman Pamela Tevis Hunt, it's the new book, Where Did My Hair Go? Conquering Cancer with Family, Faith, and Food. It's the story about survival and the guide to victory. You'll learn what foods to consume and cook and what desserts you can eat that will impact your health. You'll learn how she totally converted to a plant-based diet to save her life. She'll help guide you through the surgery and recovery process and show you the steps on how to include and communicate to your family and close friends. You'll learn how to survive when all your hair falls out and how to get it back. You'll experience this life-changing process with your family and learn how to adjust as you go through the process so you can be here with your family and for your family for the rest of your life. Where Did My Hair Go? The new book by Pamela Tevis Hunt. Make this book a part of your library today. Available right now on BarnesandNoble.com, Amazon.com, and ZulonPress.com. Get your copy today.
Wow.
Yes.
I enjoyed that. I really did.
Wonderful.
I really enjoyed that. Any closing words and comments you want to share with our family and friends out there watching our broadcast right now?
Well, as I've said, I think that this book it doesn't cost that much and it's available to you. I think that it's a good one for your library, for your church. And I'll come and speak. I really will. I love speaking to people. And it's a good book. It's a book that families can read together.
Great.
Because in it, I try to encourage young people as well. I had nieces that came and stayed with me. That's in the book. They came, they cared about their Auntie Pam. My nieces and nephews got together and prayed for me when they found out that I had been diagnosed with cancer. So it's a good book for everyone.
Wow.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate you.
It's a joy. It's a blessing. Stay with us. The one and only lady, Pamela Tevis Hunt, the new book, Where Did My Hair Go? And it's just a great book that gives positive, good words and information. You'll be hearing much more about it. We'll be sharing this, promoting this book for a nice long time. From Hollywood, California, I'm Brother Steve. We'll see you soon. Lady Pamela, stay with me.
We go that's how we rep the price we don't apologize for. And I'm over there, producer. We can take your record and make it a break and make no mistake.